Okay. Hey guys, avsongbird here. I wanted to talk to you guys. I started my YouTube last May, and I'm let you guys know what all my interests are. I'm sure you guys know most of them by now. And I'm starting to actually get challenges from different people that are watching my videos and hearing what my interests are. I'm starting to get challenges, and I'm starting to have people ask me to put different things on the channel just to show them my views of different things. For example, you guys know that I do Q&As. When I'm asked to do Q&As, you guys give me the questions, I give you the answers, because it's your channel too, it's not just mine. I don't want to get too off topic with this one. I want to keep this video short for you guys so I could put it out today for you. I just did a Q&A today that one of my friends nominated me for, based on video games. But I don't just love music, I love books, movies, comics, I love TV shows. I've got all these things that I'm passionate about, writing especially, and anything creative. But one of my friends, Hy-Vee, thePyramidN, actually, bless you dogs, did a challenge or issued a challenge to me here recently, and I didn't want him to think I forgot it. I've been honestly trying to think of the best way to answer his challenge. And what his challenge that he issued was, he wanted me to do like a review like he does of movies or of comics or of games like he does, or to do like a speed paint, which I haven't drawn since I was in high school, so I'm real rusty. Maybe one of these days I'll show you guys the charcoal drawings I used to do. But, or to do something entirely different than anything I've ever done on my channel. Which, I thought about it, and part of me wanted to maybe do origami, because I learned how to do that in high school, and some of it's really relaxing, and you can make really cool stuff. And then another part of me, my husband asked me to, he watches stupid funny movies, and that's not me putting him down. The stupid funny movies that make you laugh. And he told me, well, why don't you do reviews on those, so people could see the stupid funnies. And I thought about it, and I'm going, yeah, they're funny for a laugh, but I'd rather do a review on something that I actually care about, that I actually enjoy, not just, flash in the pan here for a laugh, and it's gone tomorrow, you forget it. And one of my friends actually came across on Twitter today and was talking to me in messages. You know who you are. I'm not going to say your name in case you don't want it to be said. I like to talk to you guys about it before I release names if you want me to. But he's been talking to me for a little bit now, and we've been talking back and forth about the show The Walking Dead. I know what you're gonna say, but the thought of one friend asked me to do reviews, and he asked me if I'd mind doing a review episode by episode of The Walking Dead. Just because he and I are huge fans of the show. I've been a fan of the show from the beginning. I've read over 100 of the comics. I sat down in one weekend when I found out they had comics, and it was based on a comic book, because I love comics. It's all about Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, right? Love that comic. I've read them all. But I found out that Walking Dead was based on comics. I sat down in a weekend in 4 days, and yes, I showered. Yes, I made coffee. Yes, I slept, maybe. I read 126 comics in 4 days. 4 days. I mean, I love comics. I love to marathon read anything, but that many comics in 4 days, and it wasn't that I was actively trying to get through that many. I would read one of the comics, and I'd put it down, and I'd go, okay, I have things going on today. I need to do something else. Well, I'd get to the end of the comic, and I need to know what happens. And I'd pick up the next one and keep going. I borrowed them from a friend, and I read them marathon style, and I got through 126 comics in 4 days. And you sit down to watch a show, it's so hard to get into shows. Me being a writer, I don't like to judge other writers' work, because it makes me feel stuck up, and I don't want to come across that way. But I sit there, and for me to get into a show, it's got to be completely immersive. I'm one of those, when I watch a show, or when I watch a movie, when I read a book, when I play a video game, I'm one of those that sits down and puts myself mentally into the position the characters are in. Someone that likes to be completely immersed in the story and lost in the writing and the acting and the characters, and likes to be immersed in it. Even if they're in situations that are pretty damn out there, if it's written well, and if it's acted well, and if it's produced well, and if, all around, if it's good enough for me to feel immersed in, I'll watch it every week. I'll keep coming back. And for me, it's hard to find shows that I can get lost in, that I could come back and watch again and again and again, that I really care about, that I really like. And this is one of those shows. I've got very few shows that I actually go out and buy and actually put on my shelf that I watch again and again. And one of the ones I do that with is The Walking Dead. So I'm kind of combining two things that I was asked to do. I was going to sit down and thinking of doing an episode by episode. But the thing is, just to be safe, because I know you guys are going to say I'm riding on the coattails, some of you. My friend and I were talking, and he said one of the reasons he wants me to do this is he likes to sit down and watch a show and then to go see what other viewers and other fans of the show like. That way you could talk back and forth in the comments and get the discussion going, and you can meet other fans of the show and you can talk about it. Because one of the best things about being into shows and being in different fandoms, I'm a card-carrying member of a few fandoms. No, I'm not telling you what they are. If you know me, you know some of them. Maybe one day I'll come out and tell you guys, these are my fandoms, here's the list. Grocery list of fandoms. But one of the fun things about being in a fandom and being a fan of anything is getting together with people that are fans of the same thing you are, and being able to discuss what you like about it, what you don't, what you liked about this episode, what you don't, what you like about this character, what you don't, why you hate this person, what you think is going to happen. That's part of the fun. And with me being a writer, I love character studies. I love breaking down characters and picking them apart and starting at the beginning of a show and working the way through and seeing what happens to them through the show and why they become who they become, and why they do what they do, how they think, why they feel what they feel. I could sit and watch a show all the way through, like The Walking Dead, and start at the beginning and work my way through, and every time focus on a different character just to see where they end up and whether it's believable or not. I love doing that to a show. It's part of the reason my hubby doesn't like watching TV with me. Because I'm one of those, I'll sit there, and when the episode comes on every week. Last week on The Walking Dead, they premiered the first episode of the second half of season 6. I'm not dropping spoilers because this isn't the review of that episode. But by the end of the episode, I was standing up in front of my couch going, I was freaking out, right? And it was a great episode. It was one of my favorite episodes so far. And that's saying something because I've never missed an episode. But yeah, I had a friend ask me if I would do a review on my channel just so he could see what my take on it would be and how I would go about it. And then I had another friend ask me to do The Walking Dead. So I'm a huge fan. I've seen every episode. I was watching an interview. They were interviewing the woman that was in charge of costuming all of the walkers. And the interviewer looked at her, and she looked at the interviewer, and she said, "What's wrong with that outfit? What's wrong with that walker's outfit?" And I'm sitting there and I'm going, his buttons are too shiny. Me, I don't miss anything. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, his buttons are too shiny. And I laugh. The interviewer goes, "I don't know, he looks fine to me." And the lady in charge of costuming says his buttons are too shiny. They need to be grimed up. And I'm going, I got it. I love attention to detail and people that are so passionate about their work. I mean, watch the whole cast. Watch Greg Nicotero. Watch anyone who works on the project, and you can see the passion in them for working on the project. I mean, it's just amazing to see how they're like that. I mean, how often do you hear about a show where you have these people working together and they can't stand to be in the same room together? I love the fact that this cast seems to get along so well. So, yeah, I'm not going to rave anymore. I wanted to share this with you guys and let you guys know that for V and for my friend on Twitter, I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. And that way, for those of you that are fans of the show like I am, that feel like, you're isolated, you have no one you can, get all excited and scream with or fangirl with or get all, into a discussion about the show, I want to give you guys a place to come on my channel where we can sit and open the discussion and talk about what you like, what you don't. And, seeing each other's viewpoint, because that's part of the fun, like I said, of being into a show. So this has been AV Songbird. I'm going to start the Songbird reviews. So, for V and for my friend that I've been talking to on Twitter, he knows who he is. We were talking tonight about our collectibles, our Walking Dead collectibles. I laugh. I had to show him a picture of this one. Laugh if you will. I'm hiding my trailer keys. But yeah, this is my favorite Walking Dead collectible. I keep it on my keychain. It's my Walking Dead prison key. My husband goes, "What'd you take it out of the box for?" And I told him, because I didn't buy it to be a collectible. It's because I bought it so that I could carry it with me. If nothing else, people see the key and they're like, "You too?" And you're like, "Yeah, solidarity." Fans unite. It's why we all buy the shirts. It's why we buy, I've got a coffee mug with Daryl on it. Hi, Daryl. Like he'll ever see this, right? Excuse me while I witch slap my inner fangirl into submission. But this has been, Ben AV Songbird talking to you guys about a challenge I'm taking up from 2 different places in one place. So, yay! I'm learning how to interact with all of you guys and keep you guys included. But I'm going to go ahead, and after I sign off here right now, I think I'll start episode 1. And when I do these, I'm not going to show clips from the show on my videos because I don't want to risk, stepping on any toes. I don't want to break any copyrights. On these reviews, it will be just me talking about how I feel about the episodes. I won't put the music in it from The Walking Dead. It'll all be the royalty-free stuff I already use. I don't want to step on any toes. I don't want to break any copyrights. I want to respect all of the copyrights that are in place. So this will give me a chance to talk about it and start the conversation with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. And if you do, let me know if there's anything else you'd like to hear my review on, whether it's books, movies, music, whatever. Go ahead, let me know. Any requests you guys shoot at me, I always try to answer it for you guys because you guys are a huge part of what makes this channel possible. So this has been AV Songbird. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Bye, guys.